Hello everyone! I hope you're having a good week. Today I want to show you my creamy contour and highlighting routine. Now in my last video I did a short Mimi box unboxing where you saw that I got this new multi-shading stick by Mimi, and I'll be using that for my contour. Along with that I'm going to be using two concealers. The first one is also by Mimi in the shade Moisture Beige, and the second one is a NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. So let's get started! The first concealer I'm using is just a little bit lighter than my foundation, and I'm using it to cover the redness around my nose area. And apparently this happens to a lot of women because of changes in hormones. And I'm using a beauty blender that I've run under warm water and then squeezed out to blend the concealer into the rest of my foundation. Next, I'm using the concealer that's a couple shades lighter to brighten up my under eye area, my forehead, and my chin. And this does two things for me. First, it covers up my dark circles, and second, it creates this effect of plumping up the spots I've highlighted and creating a more three-dimensional look on my face. So a lot of women in Korea have been getting fat injections on their faces, which sounds a little odd at first, but they're doing this because plumping up the cheeks and forehead and sometimes the chin area kind of fills those areas out so that it creates a more youthful appearance. And you can see that just by using a couple products to highlight and contour, you can play up your natural features to kind of achieve that three-dimensional look. Next, I'm using the Mimi multi-shading stick for my contour, and I'm placing this right under my cheekbone, along my jawline, and along my forehead and the sides of my face. And wherever I place this darker color, I'm kind of creating a shadow effect. So this not only slims down my face, but it also adds to that 3D effect. Now, I know this looks a little cray-cray, but don't be intimidated. Even I was intimidated at first, but once you blend it out, it'll be just fine. Next, I'm going to apply some of this along the sides of my nose to create the appearance of a higher nose bridge. Next, I'm taking my beauty blender to blend it all out. And I like to start with my lighter colors before moving on to my contour because I don't want to risk getting this dark color all over my highlight and just muddying up all that hard work. And I know by now, some of you guys are probably thinking, oh my gosh, this is way too much work. And when you're first starting off, it probably is going to seem like that. But if you practice and get better at it, just like with anything else, it'll get easier and it'll take less time. And honestly, I don't contour and highlight every day, but when I do have the time or for special occasions, I do like to do it because it just makes me feel more polished and gives me more confidence. Once I blended out most of my contouring along the sides of my face, I took the skinny part of my beauty blender to blend out really carefully the contour along my nose. And after doing this, I actually realized that in the future, I might want to use a brush because you want to be super precise on your nose or it's going to look really bad. And here's a side-by-side comparison of the before and after contouring and highlighting. Can you spot the difference? And that's it for my contour and highlighting video. Not everyone has their own style and preference, so if you watch this and you were like, girl, ain't nobody got time for that, that's the beauty of makeup, is that you can tailor to your own specific style and preference and look that you're going for. So don't be afraid to play around with it. I'm still learning, so if you have any suggestions for me, leave them in a comment below because I'd love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and watch my other videos. And I want to thank you again for visiting my channel. I will see you in the next one. Bye!